Yo, what up guys, MxgicIQ here, and today I'm bringing you guys my 400Z drift build, man. This thing is an absolute beast. You guys were requesting this a lot on the most recent video, the Buick GNX, which I think actually kind of fell under the radar for you guys. You guys have been requesting JDM cars on a few of the last videos, honestly, like the RX-7, the RX-8, so we're going to go ahead and dive into more of those. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what other car categories you guys want to see as drift builds in S-Class, and then we're going to move on to A-plus class as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I hope you guys are enjoying these drift builds, man. Now, one thing to address here. I know I run a lot of blue collar in my videos, but that's really the race that showcases how good the drift builds are. Alright guys, and I wanted to make a quick service announcement on why I use blue collar for the gameplay on all of my drift build videos, and it's simply just because of the fact that drift builds are very obviously, outperforming grip builds on blue collar for the most part, just because you can visually see the difference in turning and things like that, and how much more effective it is to use a drift build on a track like blue collar. Whereas on a track like Getting High Tonight, it's nice, but you can't really see the drift build working. Even though it is working, and it does work, this build will still get really low 150s, high 140s. It's just the fact that on blue collar, you're getting boost nitrous off every turn, and you can really see the difference there. It is probably the most popular track in S-Class. So trust me, I would never recommend you guys to use a build that is not at the very least competitive. I just simply don't do that here on this channel unless I give you a proper warning ahead of time. If you build my cars, you can have the confidence that they will perform well if you drive them properly. Now, if they don't fit your driving style, then that's a whole other issue, but the reason I use blue collar is because it perfectly showcases the abilities of a drift build and the advantages over a grip build. Let's aim for 50 likes. I really appreciate you guys for all the support recently. Now let's get straight into this video. But first, I know we haven't done a sound check in a while, but this thing sounds absolutely mental, man. I need you guys to hear this. Take a listen. Alright, bet. We're going to launch this car in 4th gear right here. And shift it at 114 miles per hour into 5th. And then hold 5th, a pretty large majority of blue collar here. And while you're in 6th gear on any other track, you can rev tech up to 208 miles per hour. That was kind of slow out of that corner. Hopefully that doesn't affect our run too much, but that's going to ruin a lot of our momentum going through there. I can feel how slow that was, honestly. It's alright. We still should get a decent time here. Carrying over 140 on the dirt, it's all that matters. 145. 148 on the downhill. Got a full bar coming out of here. Oh yeah, that boost out of that corner was big right there. We just connected those two corners on the drift. It looks smooth, but time-wise, I think it hurt us, but looks smooth, though. This thing's easily a 159 car, bro. This thing's amazing. We're going to get a 202 here, very low 202. And we made a few big mistakes. This thing can definitely break into the 150s. Alrighty, you guys, here we are in the garage checking out the performance parts on this beautiful 400Z prototype. Now, for the top speed, we actually have a top speed of 203 miles per hour. The 0 to 60 is 3.5 seconds for you automatic guys. The horsepower spitting out of this 5.2 liter V12. This thing sounds so amazing, by the way. This is the motor swap we're using, and this thing's pushing out 987 horsepower and 807 foot-pounds of torque. The quarter mile time for you automatic guys is a 10.7. It is very, very quick. This thing's corner exit speed is next to, you know, the F40. It's amazing. This thing's definitely capable of mid 150s on blue collar and low, you know, 150s, high 140s on getting high tonight, as well as 230s on that race rapid transit, man. This thing is an absolute beast. This car is very good. It does sometimes get out on you or refuse to burst NOS, but you just have to know the correct angle at which to put the car. You guys actually see in the gameplay, I overcooked it on the first corner, but that second corner is the perfect way to turn this car. This thing just moves when you put it in the right position. It's amazing, as well as all the other drift builds as well. Now, this has a super induction, a super ECU, an elite fuel system, sport exhaust, elite dual turbochargers, a sport bottle of nitrous, which is stock, super road suspension on this car in order to get the 8% on the end of the 38% drift. We also have pro brakes on this, which comes stock, elite grip tires, basic clutch, a pro 6-speed gearbox here with a sport differential in order to get the 38% drift. Mandatory on drift builds, guys. Every time you guys enter a new lobby, every time you guys switch cars, you guys have to reset the auxiliaries, which means empty slot and re-equip that nitrous drift auxiliary. Now, for the handling, we're using 38% drift as previously mentioned. Swing sensitivity is right in the middle. This thing doesn't oversteer as much as I'd want it to sometimes, so you could click this up a little bit, but that's up to you guys for personal preference. Downforce is all the way towards high. Traction control is off, mandatory on all builds in this game in order to be moving like that. And the drift entry is brake tap. You could use gas tap. I prefer brake tap. This thing is an absolute beast, man. I love this car. It's almost as good as even the 180SX and the F40. So I highly recommend you guys give this thing a try. It's MxgicIQ, and I'm out. I hope you guys enjoy these JDM drift builds that are about to come here on the channel. Make sure you guys stay tuned and go check out the Buick GNX video if you guys didn't see that. I feel like that one kind of fell under the radar, but that thing is a hidden gem, man. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Later.